You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Egland. Heads up, commuters. There could be an LIRR strike in a few weeks. The heads of 5 unions representing nearly half of all railroad workers say they're in a deadlock with management over contract negotiations. In just a moment, we'll hear from Newsday transportation reporter Alfonso Castillo about what this means for local commuters. A lawyer for Rex Heuermann wants to block prosecutors from introducing DNA analysis that links him to the killing of 6 women. A motion submitted today says the technology is too new to be accepted. The Suffolk County DA says it connects hair samples found on the victims to Heuermann and his family. A judge will make a decision on whether or not to accept this DNA on September 3rd. The Massapequa Park man has pleaded not guilty to the killings. First in Newsday, new legislation is being proposed in Albany after the incident involving a law student having a heart attack during the bar exam. A Fordham law student went into cardiac arrest while taking the exam at Hofstra, but officials did not stop the testing. That student is now recovering. The proposed law is calling for new protocols and protections for test takers, covering medical emergencies, criminal incidents, or natural disasters. The first hurricane of the season will not hit Long Island, but it could still impact our beaches. Hurricane Erin is forecast to turn into a Category 4 hurricane. It is not a threat to the Northeast, but it could cause dangerous surf and strong rip currents next week. Let's take a look at tomorrow's weather for your Saturday. We've got a nice day ahead. Highs around 80 degrees, partly cloudy. We'll take a look at the rest of your weekend and your 7-day forecast for you in just a few minutes. LIRR workers could be going on strike. Newsday transportation reporter Alfonso Castillo tells us more.
So some big developments in the ongoing contract negotiations between the Long Island Railroad and 5 unions representing nearly half of its workers. The heads of those unions told members today in a letter that they're about to be released from federal mediation. This is a process that's been going on for months, and the next step could be a strike. They move now into what's called the 30-day cooling off period. During that time, the unions or the railroad or the governor's office could ask for intervention from the White House. The president would put together what's called a presidential emergency board. This is more mediation, but if either side decides not to do that, the next step would be or could be a work stoppage. At issue this time around are the size of raises. The railroad is offering 9.5% over 3 years. That's already been accepted by several other unions, including some at the Long Island Railroad. These unions want to hold out for more. We'll see where it goes.
Only in Newsday, what may be fueling a spike in shootings in Suffolk County this summer? Andrew Ranger takes a look.
In fact, my upbringing.
Thomas Beverly knows the devastation gun violence can have on a family. 30 years ago, his older brother Christopher was shot and killed in Amityville. Today, Thomas runs Wyandanch Snug, an anti-gun violence group that works with young people in their community. So he says news that gun violence numbers in Suffolk County have gone up is heartbreaking.
It's not just a town crisis or a county crisis, it's actually a national crisis.
The New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services recently released its Gun-Involved Violence Elimination Report, which shows from July 2024 to 2025, Suffolk County Police saw a 44% increase in shootings.
We're certainly concerned about the recent spike. There has been a very recent spike within the last couple of months, I would say. And what I would attribute that to is very, very young gang violence.
But Commissioner Catalina points out, and the report also notes, that in the last 5 years, shootings were down 36% in the county.
We're not going to be happy until we have no shootings in Suffolk County.
Even though Suffolk County Police Department's numbers went up in the latest GIVE report, 2 other departments that are tracked, the Hempstead Village Police Department and the Nassau County Police Department, both saw their numbers go down a little bit.
Thomas Beverly says his organization will be increasing its efforts to help young people because he says every time someone chooses to pull the trigger, it has immeasurable effects.
It affects the families, the victim families. No one wins when someone's getting killed.
Andrew Ranger, Newsday TV.
Long Islanders are being asked to stop watering their lawns due to a drought. Newsday Deputy Editor David Schwartz explains.
Long Island has a higher than average water consumption rate, and a big reason for that is our lawns that we have on Long Island. That's a particular concern when we're in a period of drought like we are right now. Originally, Suffolk County Water Authority asked that people go every other day, which is pretty standard based on odd or even house what day you can water. The water authorities are asking people to stop watering their lawns. Suffolk County Water Authority has gone door to door in certain areas warning about these low water levels. It's Bay Shore, Selden, Kings Park, South Hold, and Montauk are 5 of the areas that they've gone to.
Long Island nonprofits are getting ready to provide free school supplies to kids in need.
Back to school supplies is getting more and more expensive. It certainly is. 20 years ago it was expensive, so now it's even more. And so anyway.
And Coalition for the Homeless distributed 400 backpacks to 10 organizations. From there, those backpacks will go to children in shelters. Attendance for Mets and Yankees games this year is going strong despite the teams struggling on the field. The Mets have seen a 33% increase in attendance from last year. The team draws an average of about 39,000 fans per game. The Yankees saw about a 2% increase in attendance from last year, drawing in more than 42,000 fans. The MTA is adding extra LIRR stops for the U.S. Open. The agency says 4 additional trains on the Port Washington line will go there to stop at the Mets Willets Point Station during the week, and then weekend trains will also be making that stop. Last year's tournament brought in more than 1 million fans. Only in Newsday, a popular coffee chain is opening up their new spot on Long Island, and it's giving nostalgic vibes. The Barn has opened its latest location on Larkfield Road in East Northport. The revamped Dairy Barn is going viral for its lattes and iced coffee creations. The next locations to open up for the franchise will be in Patchogue and Center Moriches.
Feed Me is brought to you by Sarant Cadillac.
This is a dirty soda, and you can find it here at Best Tea in Babylon. So let's go inside and see what they're all about. According to Best Tea employees, dirty sodas first gained national attention thanks to the show The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And now the fizzy trend has made its way east.
Our boss, he was just like, what if we bring dirty sodas to Babylon?
With flavors like the Hitchhiker, Candy Crush, and Watermelon Sugar, Best Tea says they're serving up exactly what social media craves.
Everyone's super excited. Like, they're coming in specifically because of our posts and trying them out and then coming back, telling friends about it.
How many do you think that you've gotten rid of in less than a week?
I would say close to like 100.
Ooh, it is really good. This is super light.
It's a pretty refreshing drink.
Ooh, this almost tastes like a Gatorade, but a better one. Ken Bufa, Newsday TV.
Even the cups are cute. That is awesome. Maybe something to try this weekend. It'll be nice weather. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. The weekend, Saturday and Sunday, looking really good. In the 80s, mostly sunny, but we do have a bit of a cool down on the way next week. We stay in the 70s until next Friday.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years. An inside look at Long Island businesses as Newsday presents LI Works. Join Ken Bufa as he samples unique jobs and meets the people behind them. LI Works, now available at newsday.com/LIWorks.
You're watching Newsday TV. For more on all of the stories you've seen today, head over to newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great weekend.